Hello everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last episode, we cleared out the lurker base of the lurkers. We had a lot of fun. We died down there to a single hunter with an amazing ambushed, incredible crit. And that was the end of us. My goodness. Hard was hard. Otherwise, we were pretty victorious with a few mistakes. We almost died at the very end, taking out another group of lurkers because of a bunch of stupid misplays Tim apparently likes to do occasionally. But we're now back. We're going to turn in the lurker quest, and then we're going to take a look at the map and see what on earth we want to do next. I am thinking that we are going to go back to the Hanging Rat Bar to see if the girl there, who we've seen, who didn't remember who she was and what happened to her, is in fact Marcella, and hint it is. We will also do something quite different that I normally do not do. Whenever my characters have pickpocket, I tend to keep the strange medallion from Ethan Lanford, but I will return it to him this time. I'm curious what happens if you do so, and I've never done it. It's a decent item, as you've seen. It's basically a temporal dilation. Actually, it is temporal dilation, only on your hotbar rather than in your brain. With a longer cooldown, 6-turn cooldown, 20 AP for it, as opposed to ours, which is 10 action points, 25 psi, and a 3-turn cooldown, thanks to, in particular, a feat we took. Right, we should do the summary of our character, or at least pop up our statistics, skills, feats, specializations. So here's our skills, in case you guys have forgotten. Skills, our stats. Our skills, we are a melee metathermics character for the most part, with a sprinkling of temporal manipulation. And that is mostly taken for dilation. We use a distortion on bots to help us deal with them, since it's tricky to deal with heavily armored bots with what we have otherwise. A little bit of subterfuge to spice things up. A large amount of crafting. We are dipping into biology now. And our feats. I always feel compelled now to say the feats out loud. I'm about to slowly scroll down. So in case you guys have forgotten what they are, you can pause in case for some reason you want to make a character that's like this one. The internet will tell you this character is a joke. I can tell you that this character is not going to have too much trouble. Everyone dies in Underrail. Most people die in Underrail, I should say. Especially if you're not using infinite bear traps and caltrops. And our specializations. Alright. Let's talk with Alan, I think was his name. Oh, I also sold a bunch of stuff off screen. Visited the merchants twice. I just left the game up while I was at the hospital in order to retrieve treatment yesterday, so I came home and the merchants recycled their inventory. We are up to 13,248 Stygian coins, viewer. That's enough for a jet ski. And I am tempted to go and get one crafted. Go and get one. But Jay's jet skis won't open until we do the Black Sea DLC. We enter it, and we complete the first assignment, which could be running. Or it could be sticking around and fighting off the savages. I have not made up my mind quite yet as to what we want to do in regards to the Aegis Incorporated. But I'm curious if we can go it alone. Anyway, let's go ahead first and talk with Bait. Hey, kiddo. I released the prisoners beneath the lurker encampment. Yes, they made it here. All 3 of them are back. Safe and sound, and a little shaken up. It's all thanks to you, kiddo. Okay, there were more than 3, if I recall correctly. There was at least 4? But maybe the 4th wasn't a member of the Free Drones. And they're gonna grab anyone they can and keep them there until they're ready to eat them. You did good, and therefore we got something for you as a token of gratitude. You want to talk to Beckett about it. What can you tell me about the Protectorate, Bait? What can be said about the oppressors? Well, they are led by a ruthless and power-hungry tyrant who wants to control the whole Underrail. They kill or brainwash or better, enslave everyone who's not against them or against the integration. They hide behind the idea of unification and claim they want to protect everyone, but everyone and his pet rat knows that's a filthy lie. I don't know about you, kiddo, but come on. They protect people by killing them? Sure, they take over some stations peacefully, but others, those who object to their lies, they are subjugated by brutal force. Besides, even if the integration was 100% peaceful, the dictatorship would soon become apparent. Surface, if you will. Alright, Bait, take care. And Trenton, what can you tell me about the Protectorate? The atrocities committed by the filthy, militaristic Underrail Protectorate are simply too numerous. But I believe the most effective example would be the one that shaped Underrail the most. The demise of Biocorp. Some 15 years ago, the supercorporation had already been weakened from the inside and was no match for the growing power of the Protectorate. Biocorp ceased to exist, being swallowed by the Protectorate, leaving no one to compete for power over North Underrail. General Melek, the founder of Protectorate, disbanded the Great Council. When I say disbanded, I mean bribed, threatened, and assassinated its members. A small group of remaining Biocorp loyalists attempted a coup, but were quickly apprehended and executed together with another bunch of the influential people who could have potentially been dangerous. No one dared stand in Melek's way after that, but to further brainwash the citizens and hide the apparent autocracy, he formed the United Stations, led by the Council of Five. Melek is in charge, of course, but this way it gives off a democratic feel, which is all bogus, naturally. Of course, not everyone is dumb to the core, so the Free Drones materialize into existence soon after that. Still, our fight is far from over, for the fabrications perpetuated by the Cans have great influence to this day. Flashy lies attract human herds the most. That is 100% correct. Stay free, Trenton. Okay, so let's talk with Beckett. We'll save the game first. You vicious bastard, he laughs. I heard what you did to those bleeding lurkers. You strolled right into their turf and busted their pals. I know I'm cool, I know it. But please, don't stop. I'd have to stop if I want to give you your reward. I have an energy sheet for you. Hey, good deeds shouldn't go unrewarded, so I hope you like it. It gives you an energy shield emitter. And I don't think he's selling anything we care about. By the way, I don't know if I ever mentioned it from the Free Drones, but they have a unique grenade. You can get nail bombs from them. They deal, as you can see, mechanical damage and have a chance to bleed targets. So this could be useful to open up enemies if you're using bloodthirst. What's it called? Thirst for blood or something of that sort? A feat, which you do more damage to bleeding targets. Might be nice to put a bleed on multiple enemies before you run in and engage them with your knife and carve them up. What do we get? An efficient medium frequency shield emitter. That's respectable. We're just going to vendor it. But respectable. I like seeing a modification on it of some sort. And we earned 2,500 experience points for turning that quest in. So now that that's done, let's get back into the underpassages. And I said the Hanging Rat Bar, so we're going to go and do that next. We will do the Free Drones quest after we've joined the Institute of Torch and done a bit more exploring first. I need to figure out a way, and I think I know what to do, to turn off the auto turrets, which are present at SRO, or when our very thin group of Free Drones shows up to fight, all like 4 of us, we will just be annihilated by the automatic defenses they have there. I have been picking the pockets of all of the... what are they called now, Tim? Protectorate members, the cans. So they should have no bullets on them or any type of healing items. I'd rather get all those 90% misses out of the way. That was we had a 42% hit chance there. Game. We also don't want to approach the hanging rat from that side. We have to clear out the whatchamacallits first. The side beetles. Always have to clear them out. Otherwise, combat starts. You can't get in, and then you have, or rather, yeah, that's correct, Tim. We don't have any stealth, so we can't barely get past their perception to sneak in there. All right, it's a good chance to just move up. We use our pre-med, and we set the bugs on fire. We did. We set 2 on fire. I cannot use recursion. We'll throw an HE grenade. That was very nice. We can slow that Goliath's down, and then we can run for the hills. I should be using distortion a little more often, as it's one of our only ranged options with the build-up we're currently trying. I have another 40 or so. Side boosters. Could reach me, and now you're dead. Does your friend does no longer has the mirror image. That one is very easily handled with a single temporal distortion, but let's deal with the close one first. Incapacitated, perfect. And we have to wait 2 turns for that to go off. On the off chance I don't kill it, we're just going to round the corner, get back some AP. Alright, and that's it. You know we have to search all the corpses. Nothing really on them. Grab that lake poppy. I am always tempted, if I go through the work of going to the hanging rat bar, to clear out the Goliaths over here and get all those mushrooms. We'll just leave a bunch of this garbage at the hanging rat. From the beetles, I only really care about the Goliaths. I'm sorry, no, the insectoid glands. We have a 100 quality carapace already. Every day you go to the refrigerator and someone's put a bunch of gigantic dead bug bodies in it. Barry, what are you doing over here? This isn't safe for you. Sighs. I can't even see the bottom. That's sad. Life is short and miserable. Reaches for the fence, but backs away after a few seconds. He is thinking about killing himself, and he's not the only character in Underrail you can witness this. I think he will throw himself off the fence. I don't think you get to see it, and I don't think you can stop him from doing so. As you can see, Ethan looks a bit different now. He has aged considerably since we took away his timepiece. Hey, Rude Rob. Hey, it's your ugly face again. Okay, so I can't warn him about one of his guards. Not that I guess he would normally care. There's nothing really he's selling. Alright, so let's go ahead and give him back the medallion. I've never done this, viewer. Hopefully, this does not involve a battle of some sort with us. Keeping it, if you talk with him again and you keep it, it will involve a combat. He will try to kill you, which is fun, since he's the only typical manipulator I think you encounter in the game. Before you is an old man. A very familiar-looking old man. All of his pockets are pulled out as he frantically scans the floor around him. Where is it? Damn it. Where is that bloody thing? Oh. He grabs his head. Oh. You! Have you seen it? You mean this? Show him the medallion. No! You returned that to me! He grabs you by the arm and tries to snatch the medallion from your hand. In your face, you see dark, ineffable changes. Let him take the medallion. He snatches the medallion. You feel his short nails deep in your flesh, but your skin remains ungrazed. The stare he gives you after pocketing the medallion is one of murderous resentment. Resentment itself probably being more prominent due to the fact that he is again in possession of his precious. We are done. He turns to leave, ignoring his fizzy drink completely. Let him leave. Alright. If I was playing a different character with Pickpocket, I might keep that medallion for temporal dilation. But we're not going to keep it on me. And I'm curious if that does anything else with Mr. Langford. And if we'll pop up and see him again. Her troubled look is still present. It's you. Marcella? She stops to think, but in the end, a blank stare precedes her answer. Ooh, I forgot to turn off my phone. Let's do that real quick. Why would you say that? Because I think it's your name. She slowly lowers her eyes, but looks back at you after a short pause. Why? Tell me more. If you know something, tell me. Tell her about the free drones. She carefully listens to you as you tell her about the free drones, the Protectorate, the people from the Underpassages base. During the entire conversation, it seemed to you like she reacted to some of the things you mentioned, but most of the time, her gradually sadder and sadder look revealed disappointment. Like she wanted to instantly unlock the inaccessible memories in her brain. She expected a clear picture, yet received a hazy and confusing mess. I don't know. I don't know if what you're telling me is true. Some of the things you said, they sound familiar, but... She starts crying. I can't remember anything. Anything. If Marcella means nothing to you, how about Muffin? Before you finish the word Muffin, the windows to her soul, the ones you've been carefully observing since you met her, gave you the answer once more. Words would have been redundant, for her terrified stare into emptiness spoke for itself. No, no! You bastard! Get away from me! Well, take it easy, I mean no harm. But she wasn't talking to you at all. Her eyes are not fixed on you, and their twitching remind you of a key that slowly pushes the pins into position, an unlocking a forgotten memory. I trusted you, Bait! You betrayed everyone. You betrayed the free drones, you betrayed the people, and now you betrayed me. You betrayed me! You bastard! My mom doesn't like that word, so I gotta keep my voice a little lower. Recording at the house still, viewer. As tears flow down her cheeks, the terrified look she once possessed now returns to normal. She remembers. I am Marcella Green, leader of the Free Drones. We fight against Protectorate oppressors. I command the South Underrail cell with Corbin Trenton and Alvin Bait. Alvin Bait. He's the one. She grabs the back of her head, the traitor. He betrayed us. He is a Protectorate spy. I don't know for how long, but I have to warn the rest. Did he do this to you? Yes. We're, lovers. I had suspicions about him. I noticed things. And I was blinded by my feelings for him. I thought I couldn't be. I hesitated. He didn't. The bastard lured me away to kill me. Like I meant nothing to him. Oh, son of a... We struggled and I fell down a cliff. She holds the back of her head again. I lived in the caves like an animal. Ate nothing but bugs and mushrooms because of him. Pig! I'll rip his throat out and shove it back down when I get back. Then let's get back to base and expose that snake for what he truly is. I'm sure he's dying to see me. Let's go. Thought I was gone for good, you slime ball? Marcella! Marcella, what is the meaning of this? Where have you been? Where have I been? I have nearly been killed by this treacherous rat here. Corbin, don't listen to her. She must have betrayed us. She disappeared without a trace for 2 months, for crying out loud. 2 months! She's trying to turn you against me. She fooled the kiddo, I see, but don't let her fool you. Listen to me, Corbin, please. This man's Protectorate spy. He's the one who revealed all our plans, and thus is responsible for the deaths of many of our brothers and sisters. I don't know when he turned against us, but you have to believe me. He nearly killed me. If Tim hadn't found me, I wouldn't even be here now. Muffin, what's the matter with you? I love you. Why would I want to kill you? You know that, don't you? You were breaking my heart by siding with those filthy Protectorate. Not a single word, Bait. You disgust me. A bloody traitor you are. Surrender all your weapons and come with the guards peacefully. I hope you still have some dignity left in you. Bates' stare slowly pans over each and every person in the room. His foreboding stare becomes desaturated. He takes a deep breath before he unleashes his words in a trembling voice. Go to hell, all of you. I did it because I had to. I had to. Damn it. I'm sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. The fight begins. He's lost most of the initiatives, so I don't think Bates going... Oh, to survive this. Especially not if I stun him. Dead. Great critical hit, Marcella. That's it. That is it. Mr. Bait. Decent armor, adrenaline shot, and some small amounts of other items. Alright, let's get more lowdown from the rest of the people here. Unbelievable. I still find it difficult to grasp. If Alvin was the spy, the Cans must know some of the most sensitive information about us and our current affairs. Despite this, we must stick with our plans. If we work fast, perhaps we can still stay one step ahead of the Protectorate. We could do this now, but that's gonna... We haven't even explored up our Underrail. What happens to Marcella now? We'll talk about this later. He looks at Marcella. Later. So long and stay free. Marcella? I'm so glad this is finally over. We need answers, yet the bastard played us one last time by dying. You are right. The Quicker chose the easy way out. He fought knowing he would die and evade capture. He died without telling us anything. How long he was working against us, how much the Protectorate knows, and he could have told us a lot. Damn it. I need rest. I've known Bait for years. I never, ever had a reason to suspect him. I'm speechless. He played us all. Tell me about it. I feel dizzy. My head hurts so much. Talk to Beckett if you need supplies. Alright, guys, that wraps this up. 1 round, too, is nice, because I think Rocksteady Shred, Jazz, and Kokoshko comes with you later to assault SRO. And when that happens, if they had shields down already, they don't recharge them. So doing that battle very quickly is very useful to have done. We'll talk with more free drones later. I like to do more combat if I can in this episode. And then, Tim, where are you going to do that combat? Oh. We could do more Deathstalker areas, but there's nothing. There is nothing down in the ladder down here that I have ever found. And this Deathstalker held area with the black crawler, there's a blueprint for special ammo in there. I think it's contaminated bullets, which we're never going to use, and the item to get off the black crawler, which we don't care about because we're not playing oddity mode. But stalkers are worth a lot of experience points, so maybe we should do this. How many antidotes do I have? 13. Okay, come on. We'll do it. Finally time to wrap up the Deathstalkers. Gives us time to talk about some things, I suppose, viewer. Not that I have a whole lot written down. Today is February 23rd, according to my phone open in front of me. A Friday. And I am up at my parents' house. I am not in recovery mode. In fact, we are waiting for my white blood cells to drop after the cytarabine has been applied. I've been out of the hospital now for not quite a week. We are expecting them to plummet as of the weekend, which is what you want to have happen with the chemotherapy. This way it wipes them all out, potentially gets a few more cancer cells in the process of doing so. And, well, that's what happens. My other cell counts go down too during this time. My red blood cells and my platelets. My platelets are already almost at 0, which is very dangerous because I can bleed extraordinarily easy and may not stop. So yesterday, basically every like 3 or 4 days, I go to an infusion center to be given platelets and blood. But I have a problem, viewer. If you've listened to me talk in the past, you'll know that I have lots of side effects to medications. Apparently this carries over to having lots of allergies to blood. I have reacted with hives multiple times now for platelets, and I'm given a bunch of different antihistamines and steroids to help me deal with it. But even though I was given those yesterday, when I went to the infusion center, I still had hives all over the trunk of my body, and my throat felt weird. You generally don't want your throat closing, viewer, when you have allergic to something. Mine did not, but it was the first time my throat felt really rough, and it went away when they gave me more of the medication. We will see what happens to me in the future. I think I might end up getting higher doses of these drugs to help me with it. All right. Right now, I wish I had my lantern with me, but I did not bring it, so this is what we're going with. All right. Normally, I detonate the rocks, but this time... Oh. Ooh! You missed! That also means it must have been in the corner, because it saw me immediately and reacted. I don't know where it is. I'm going to use sprint. Okay, so it's not here. If we get hit here, we're dead, because we can't make it back to the ladder. I see it. Right here. Barely can I see it, but I can see it. I can make out the Well... Yeah, that's it. I can just barely see what I think is the outline of its tail. Or maybe that's not it. Are you willing to... No, that has to be it. Let's see if we can set it on fire, if it is indeed here. That was not it. And now that's on cooldown. It also means there isn't a bug there. I'm staying here since we have some light. Oh. And I want to keep them visible. Like, I want the best chance possible to see them. So by being here, if they want to get behind me, they're going to have to run down this passage or over this bridge to come around. And the longer they have to do that, the greater the chances are we'll detect them as they do so. Shouldn't reach me? Ah, see? Like that one did. This one's still slowed. What are you? Another Deathstalker. Let's stun this one and kill it. A fantastic critical hit. We're going to keep this one in our line of sight and hang out near the ladder. It was able to reach me. Wow. Even though we had distortion on it, it still was able to run up and still sting. Okay, we should be able to interact with this in combat. We just can't currently. Okay, we'll still take that as a win. One of, I think it was... How many's down here? There's 7 Deathstalkers and 4 Crawlers? Something akin to that. Alright, viewer, now we'll just have to... Oh, God, no, please don't do that. I just have to wait. Okay. We picked up, I think, 1 normal health hypo from Albin Bait when he died, and I want to use it. So I'm going to wait till Hypo Anzerdic is over, and then we'll stab ourselves with that and then regenerate. What have I not done that I mentioned I wanted to do? I still have not recorded the last of the Aelor Genesis New Horizons videos. The last is the improper thing to phrase that as. The one that has an ending of the game. I really should record it. I've been lazy because I installed Disciples 2, another turn-based strategy game. I haven't played that game in about 15 years, viewer, and it's fun, but frustrating in some regards. But I forgot how good the music was. The art is phenomenal, and I really like the gameplay for it, even if it is a little simple. The world setting was pretty good. Never played the first one, though I do own Sacred Lands, and I have no interest in playing any others in the series because for some reason they changed the game it plays entirely to be like Heroes of Might and Magic, which is not a game for me. But that's been consuming a lot of time. I've been playing and am thinking of recording a game called Northern Journey. It would be all finished before the first video would go up, and it would be queued to be uploaded around Halloween time. The game's not scary, it's not a horror game, but some aspects of it are a bit uncanny. Is probably a good way to describe it. And it's beautiful. I love the gameplay for it. Yesterday, I picked up a game called Pacific Drive, which my brother Dave wants to watch me play. I am a little worried about this game, in so much that I suspect it's going to remind me of Biomutant. And it's going to be a game that I don't particularly care to play, but we will see. I have double-checked and my emulators are working, and I am ready to fire up Legacy of the Ancients and record it. I was thinking of going through Ultima Underworld, Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate, I just want to finish that. I want to finish that game, but we started a long time ago, but I can't. The computer that I originally played that on is long gone. Maybe play through Deus Ex again? The original. And try Spirit Engine 2. Since that's my number 2 favorite game ever. Alright. Let's have a Cave Hopper steak. I was about to hit my shield. This is so frustrating, and I have no clue where that thing runs to. Alright, now we have to stay up here and wait for Hypoenergetic to fade, which only takes 30 seconds, or a minute and a half. We can take 16 more of those before we're out of bandages. Technically, I should just go right back down again. I hate you so much, game designer, for making it so that I can't enter combat right away, but it can. Thankfully, we see it right in front of us for some reason, so I'm really glad about that. Oh my goodness, there's a crawler here too. And we didn't kill the Deathstalker. It'll have to be fine. So let's set ourselves on fire. And then set both of these on fire. Killing one, heavily injuring the other. Wherever I stand is going to be covered in large amounts of flames. So let's get this all over. Okay, we will not burn up. We're stunned for 2 turns, but our immune to flames last for 3. And now we want to leave. Please click the right spot. Okay. Another Deathstalker dead, and we've seen that there's a crawler out and about. God! That was a 95 crit on that one as well. Oh, we resisted the stun. But we're still hypoallergenic, so we have to use our bandages. We gotta use a second one here. All this for the content. Technically, I do like this. And I do like this. Because it tests my build against these things. Which I guess is working out for us. Why don't we do this, Tim? Since you know it's right here someplace. Oh, or it's not, apparently. Really? Really? They've always been right there ready to stab you the moment I come down the stairs. But not that time? I hate that you end combat. Stig, if I walk down here and immediately attacked, I'm gonna be so frustrated. Okay, we weren't this time. That didn't go where I wanted it to. And of course, combat ends. I'm gonna stay here. Also didn't go where I wanted it to. Combat ends again. We're not winning that initiative roll. Not against a... Well, actually, it doesn't matter. The stealth enemies enter combat. Where are you, Death Stalker? And your crawler friend? You're not behind me. Combat's still ending, which means we're not tagging any of them in our flares. Oh, we killed the crawler we set on fire. And we got a stinger. No, we're still ending combat. Okay, well, we made it to a room, which is very nice. Guess this is the safest room in Underrail, or one of them. We get some flares back and some lockpicks. There's probably all sorts of good hidden goodies here, but we don't have the perception to find them. You know, we could use perception to help us with our detection. Well, that happened. We were just hit for about half our freaking life with a single sting. My goodness. I was just about to do the door trick. I was like, no, come on. What are the odds it's right on the other side of this door? Apparently 100%. It's probably right on the other side of the door now, too. Alright, I'm going to make a hard save here. Oh, we're hold on. Hypoanalytic still in effect. Why do I not want it in effect? Because if I feel like we need to use an adrenaline gland and I open this door, I don't want to suffer half my life as a penalty for doing that. Let's just use fire. And run around a bit. Okay, there's one here somewhere, because we're still in combat. Where did you run? Where are... There you are. Hello, Death Stalker. Let the flames all over the place for a little bit. I should really be using this, our exothermic aura, a lot more often than I am. Even though they won't take too much damage, they prefer not to walk across flames. It gives away that they're doing so, first off, on my log over here. Not that they're reading it, but it is useful to know that if they are. And next, nothing really likes being the feel of having your flames eaten. They're flames eaten. Their skin eaten by flames. They're not super resistant to fire either, as you've seen. So it is a nice thing to use. I should be using it a lot more often here. So we can just walk right across it because our armor makes us immune to fire. I'm gonna miss that. Okay, we made it to the cave system. Let's start exploring this. Once again, we'll start by using some fire. We have killed not half of the things in this area yet. Uh-oh. Combat ended. But we bumped into a Death Stalker. Don't really want to end up... Well, this time it can't be helped. We're going to end up in the flames when it expires, but our armor will protect us. Barely, but it is protecting us. Maybe we stay down here. Are we still in combat? Maybe we stay down here. We just run around in the flames for a bit. Since the enemy's not going... Oh, my goodness. That was so lucky. Did it really warp right in front of me? Oh, it stung us again. Or one of them stung us. Oh, no. They can't open doors, and they can't climb over here quickly. So we should be able to get upstairs. And now we will end combat. Alright, so we killed another Death Stalker. Now we have to wait until our advanced health hypo is off a cooldown before we can heal. We're doing it on time? Or is it we're okay? My goodness. How is our spear's okay? Armor could use some repairs. Well, with light repair kits, we're fine. Okay, I brought enough. So you'll note I'm not using things like focus or that one Aegis drug we have. This is mostly because I tend to kill one Death Stalker and then I need to run because we've been stung and we're going to die and it's going to expire. And we don't need those drugs to kill a single Death Stalker, assuming we can get away from the second one. I don't really want to use the third bandage. We'll just stay here and regenerate. Let's talk about other video games or stuff of that sort. I was playing a game called Dredge for a little bit, hoping for some type of oceanic horror game. But it's a cute game? A cute mini-game about fishing with slight H.P. Lovecraft undertones to it. And that's probably fine on a Steam Deck, but not one that I want to record to upload for the channel. So that one didn't make it, just as a heads up. I keep meaning to try High Fleet. as a game. I like the idea of having a fleet of aircraft going on a suicide mission effectively to enemy territory, dealing with increasing difficult enemy waves being fired at by various missiles using your own, the designing of the different aircraft, and the combat looks fun. But it seems so overwhelming to start with, so I haven't tried it yet. I was playing through Star Traders for a little while, but was overwhelmed by the amount of things you have to keep track of there too, and decided in the end that I'd rather have just watched someone play that game than play it myself. Okay. But energetic is expired. Now that one crawler... it's probably not here. But I don't know where... oops. Did we win? No, of course not. Oh, that was a crawler sting. No, it was not. It was a death sucker sting. It just didn't crit us like they usually do. Fortunately, we have to stand in the huge flames. Oh, we are burning up now too. There, huh? All right, let's go over here. Some more bandages. The good news is we're putting some supplies to good use here. And standing in fire. Oh, we're still in combat. You're surely not going to walk up through the flames and just stab you in the face, right? Like you usually do. Remember, you're still hypoallergenic. So be careful. Oh my goodness, the fire sound! Hello! Right now, I really wanted to use adrenaline, and I can't because we have hyperallergenic on us. So we'll have to burn this one to death next turn. I'm assuming his friend isn't staring at me, and it was. I can't kill that one. And if I stay here, if I try to stab it, with a 67% chance, that's not going to go so well for me. I guess the question is, do I shut this door? We'll stay. Let's stay and show you what happens if you try to do this. So the only thing I can think of to help us here is to try a fireball to start. Okay, that did not set it on fire. We now can no longer get away. We can maybe slow it. Oh, wow, and there was a third. So, well, we're dead. Oh, we're not dead. Oh, yes, we are. We're still stunned. What the heck? Game. These misclicks sting. I mean, I get it. I know why they happen. So our shield saved us there. If only we hadn't been hypoallergenic, we could have used that adrenaline gland to help us there. Alright, now we have to just sit and wait another 30 minutes for the increased cooldown on hard mode to let me heal. If I could mod the game to remove the increased cooldown on hard mode, I would. Immediately. I really don't like the... it's hurtful enough to have the reduced health amount it heals by 50% on you and no one else, but I really dislike the increased timer. It just wastes time, in my opinion. I hate it. So we have 2 more Deathstalkers out here. And I am running out of bandages, viewer. And advanced health hypos. I have plenty more back at my home, but I tend not to bring with me like 50 health hypos. There's no reason to bring so much. Normally, this was not supposed to be so tough. Thank goodness we were using a very low, a medium frequency shield converter, because it absorbed a good amount of the bites designed to get us. Oh no, we should save the game first. Alright. This isn't all of them either, viewer. This isn't the last 2. We've got more in there. At least 1 more Crawler and Deathstalker, I'm pretty sure. Wow. Right outside the door. And if I stun it... Oh, this is a normal Crawler. Sting? 284% misses immediately on that thing. Okay, well, at least it's gone now. Those misses. 3 misses. Don't think I didn't notice it. So they're all out here. Is the impression I'm getting. I hate you so much. Where'd you go over here? No. Here? Are you here? Get a little more distance. Activate our shield. Might save our life. Bumped into you, you jerk. Okay, so stun. Stab you twice. You know, a quality 177 electrical spear would probably have helped me kill these things. just saying. I should have... Well, to be fair, viewer, I have looked at the merchants repeatedly now for better equipment when it comes to making an electrical spear. Because I want a quality 150 or better electrical discharger. If I'm going to use one of the best super steel plates, I want one of the best electrical dischargers and shield batteries, plasma cores I can get. But merchants are not selling me anything better than about 137. I used a cheat engine and recycled 3 different merchants' inventories about 50 times. Nothing better than like 137. Most of the time, if it's a decent level, it's about 135. Remember, there's another one left. One more somewhere out there. We have to go find it. It found us. Did you just run this corner? You did not. I'm gonna stay. course, combat ends and I'm stunned, which is not at all what I want. But it must have lost track of me temporarily. Always terrifying when you don't know where it is, and I've been really bad at guessing. And the juice has not helped me here. Not very much, at least. If I want to stay here, we should heal the full. I think this might be the last Deathstalker. Still in combat. Some caviers, but no boars will be here. Oh, hello! That was a great sting. I have no clue where it went. No clue. There's too many places it could have gone to. I'm curious if there's one in front of us. So there's 2 of these things left. Wow. This is the epitome of not worth it. All of this, viewer, for your entertainment and a 2-point oddie item. This is not worth it. We've spent it close to 40 something minutes in here, and we still have 2 Deathstalkers left. My God. And the waiting is just so awful. I like this game so much, but there are a few things that I feel I don't like them. Waiting for Super Steel, waiting on hard mode for this increased cooldown on your health items. No undo button for movement. You know, for movement undo, well, no, I guess they can't do that either. I was just thinking, just disable it if you hit a trap. You don't get to undo if you walk into a trap. But technically, you would know where the traps are not. We have to use another bandage viewer. We walked in here with, I think, 17. We're down to 2. And we got to do this now. Because if we don't, all these things respawn. All right. Still in combat. Okay. Darn it! Are you around here? You are not. Must have been right on the other side of this. And got us. Come on, keep using bandages. We can't really use the door trick here. I guess we can try. Oh, what the heck, don't do that. I said don't do that. I guess we'll recharge this really quick. Our food expired. We've been down here so long. We'll have a bacon and cheese sandwich for a little more life. Alright, let's try this again. Move up. Activate the shield. Activate our fire. Pre-med. Not there. Why do you run down there like that? Why do you do that? I want you to throw something down there. Good ambush, you jerk. I have, once again, no clue where it went. Its friend is probably in the other direction, I'm guessing, though. I'm gonna... Oh, nope, it was not. Look at you just waiting there, Deathstalker. Finally, a crit on one of these things. Nice. Remember, there's one left, plus the black crawler, which we've now made it to, finally. No! There's two left! I am guessing it ran around the corner here. Somewhere. Oh, it's still on cooldown for 2 more turns. Our exothermic aura. Now it's coming for me. We're immune to its stun, but not to its, Good. And we found it. Not to the, hypoenergetics. We can't heal ourselves. I'm gonna burn this one to death. There could be more down there. I don't know where there's more. No! Okay, we're doomed if we can't get away now. This one tracked us all the way over here. So we have to sprint and run. So we're gonna be stunned and then eaten. Of course, combat ends. Go, go, go. We really do have to kill every single effing Deathstalker. Every one of them is going to have to be killed. We have one more bandage. One more bandage. You know, I haven't been checking. How much experience points are these worth? Are they still worth it? 157. No. They are not worth the effort to kill them any longer on classic mode. That's nothing any longer. Yeah, this was not worth doing. Just misery. But at least we'll have it done. So, at least we'll have it done. some repairs while I wait for my health hypos cooldown to finish. Now, is it over here? I don't think it is. We'll still do the door trick. So apparently it does work. I don't think it's here. It's not. It set us all the way in the cave system, so it's going to be somewhere in the caves hiding. Really do wish I brought my lantern with me here. Once we round the corner on the left, we'll use our fire aura. Try to hunt down this last one. So it's somewhere here staring at me. Or it's not. That's a bit awkward. Exothermic aura has a long cooldown on it, I see. I'm gonna stay in the flames and wait for it to come off cooldown. Armor can be repaired. I'm out of bandages, so this becomes a lot more painful now, time-wise. Oh, but our armor doesn't shield us all 100%. We took a little bit of damage there, I see. From walking in the huge flames that we had spawned. Where are you? Crit sting. I swear they're now tougher to find than they used to be. There we go. And a crit to end it. So all of its guardians are now dead. That's good. Now we just have the the black crawler to deal with. And basically the way the this black crawler fight works is I get one chance to find it when the moment I walk down that stairs, and if I or go down this climb down area, and if I guess incorrectly, I'm dead. So you guys can expect many reloads for what's coming up here, I think. You know what, though? That is something I just realized. We didn't die here. At least not yet. I don't think there's any more Death Stalkers or Crawlers. They would have investigated the sounds of the combat earlier. How many was that, viewer? I think it's like 9 or 10 or 8 to 10 Deathstalkers and 2 or 3 Crawlers in this nightmarish area. And we are doing this today, so we're taking that tag off. Okay, I'm still gonna wait for this to expire, so we can use another advanced health hypo. This to expire. Our cooldown to end. And we kind of need the adrenaline to be ready. Oh, adrenaline is ready, Tim. All right, if we don't just get the big hit, you're just gonna die. So let's do it, viewer. Let's do it. Combat starts. I didn't hit enter fast enough. Okay. Where could it be? Sprint. I guess we'll use exothermic aura. nowhere near where I wanted it to go. Well, if you're just gonna stand there, I'm gonna go ahead and smack you. Wow, we did it. Oh, we did it. Alright. I don't know why it stood there an extra round, but I'm very glad it did. Okay. Oh man, was that was so painful. And it was worth 608 experience points. We are at just about, or slightly over half a level today. Most of that, though, came from turning into Free Drone's quest, which was a lot easier than going through a Death Stalker-filled cave system. Let's see. Okay, an OK sniper rifle, some bucks. There's the contaminated bullets I had mentioned. Of course, we're going to read it. Thank goodness for the fire. Should have been using that a lot earlier. Also, they changed the Black Crawler a bit. It's massive now compared to what it used to be. And it has a 2-point, 3-point the item. This ballistic syringe was part of what must have been a heavy-duty tranquilizer bolt. It was stuck in part of the carapace where two thoracic segments meet, just barely having missed the actual gap in the softer bits within. Someone came down here to capture it. An OK crossbow. And that's it. Okay, viewer. We've also been playing for over an hour. So I'm gonna crawl out of the crawler area here, and then that will do. Very tough area. My goodness, this was difficult. Did I do anything wrong? Guessing where they were showing up did not go so well for me this time. Like, that was, I made some really bad guesses as to where they were showing up. I used to be 80% sure, or guess correctly, most of the time. Not any longer. Maybe the AI is different on hard than what it was on normal when I got most of my practice in on these things. Anyway, I am glad we didn't die. We brought, looks like, just enough supplies to get us through it. We did it without needing temporal contraction, which I also like. And generally, I had fun. Might not have sounded like it because of the complaining, but that's mostly because of the cooldown on my health hypos. I would not have minded if it was just standard stuff. I really kind of want that to be a toggle. But I know that's not going to happen. Alright, I'm babbling. So viewers, thank you very much for watching. Oh, they cleared the corpses here of the dead embassy envoy, but I still have that corpse in my home forever. Alright, viewers, so thank you for watching again, and I will maybe see you in the next one. We're probably going to do more exploring here. We have a few areas. Lunatics. Oh, man. Alright, we got lunatics to kill and some more ironheads if you want to finish up Lower Underrail, which I do want to do. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching, and take care, everyone.